The power of small steps. What if I told you that the biggest transformations in life don't start with massive leaps, but with tiny, almost invisible steps? Imagine climbing a mountain, not by giant strides, but one small step at a time. Sounds simple, right? But here's the twist. Those small steps hold the power to change everything. The concept of small steps. Let's face it, big dreams can feel overwhelming. Whether it's starting a fitness journey, launching a project, or rediscovering faith, the weight of the goal can paralyze us. But here's the good news. You don't have to conquer the whole mountain in one go. Taking one small step shifts everything from impossible to achievable. Ever tried to clean your room and ended up sitting on the floor reading an old diary instead? Yeah, small steps prevent that from happening. Small steps aren't just practical, they're powerful. But why? Here's the science. Small steps build momentum. Like dominoes, each small action sets the stage for the next. Psychologists call it the progress principle. Even a tiny win boosts your confidence and motivation. Think about it. How many dreams have you abandoned because they felt too big? How many opportunities slipped by because you didn't take that first step? The fear of failure often stops us. But what if the real failure is not starting at all? Now you're probably wondering, what kind of small steps are we talking about? Let's dive into that. Examples of transformative small steps. Small steps look different for everyone. It could be writing a single sentence a day if you're an aspiring author, or praying for 1 minute if you're exploring faith. For some, it's as simple as saying, "Thank you." Honestly, even getting out of bed on a Monday can feel like climbing Everest. Celebrate that too. Now let's see how small steps create lasting impact, even in the toughest situations. Real stories of small steps leading to big change. Think of Rosa Parks. Her decision to remain seated on a bus sparked a movement. Or Malala Yousafzai, whose courage to speak out began with one small step of writing a blog. Even the greatest faith journeys, like those of Buddha, Jesus, or Muhammad, began with a single act of faith. So what's the secret that turns a small step into a life-changing transformation? The spiritual power of small steps. In faith, small steps have profound spiritual significance. A single prayer, a moment of gratitude, or helping someone in need, they all ripple outward in ways we can't always see. These steps remind us that transformation isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. The beauty of small steps is that they're always within reach. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment or feel ready. You just start. Because here's the thing, every small step brings you closer to who you're meant to be. So where do you start? Take one small step today. Write that email. Meditate for 2 minutes. Or simply decide that you're ready to begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be real. And no, binge watching inspirational videos doesn't count as a step. Although it's a great warm-up. Remember, small steps lead to big change. The only question is, what's your first step?